Hey guys, it's jackpunkington here, and today we're doing a review of The Importance of Having a Good Time by Towner. Towner is what I would kind of put as a indie rock band from Ann Arbor, Michigan. They have a lot of punk influences that I can kind of hear, and they have a lot of almost like emo influences. This is a full album with a bonus track, 13 tracks long, and it's really good. To me, it reminds me a lot of a mix of Plumtree. If you guys don't know who that is, they wrote the song Scott Pilgrim. I think they even did some of the music for like the bands or for like the movie Scott Pilgrim. I could be wrong on that though. A little bit of Sunny Day Real Estate. And I get a lot of like early punk vibes, and it's a really cool it's a good album that you're gonna have a good time with. Honestly, it's like I said, it's 13 tracks long. The tracks are ANFR, Burnt Red Hands, Common Sense, The Providence, Mulligan, Running Ragged, TKO, Free of Love, Worlds Are Wild, Holy Mission, Falling Apart, and then this is when they get almost a little bit Midwestern emo because they do what actually a proper access with this too, where they have like a song and then a parenthetical like other title like Get Gone or in parentheses Shattered Shutters, and then the last track Take This Job and Shove It, and then in parentheses Close Enough. And I love that. I think that's hilarious. I love parenthetical titles. They always make me laugh. A cool thing about this album is it's for sale on their Bandcamp, and it's just pay whatever you want to pay. All the funds go to charity. I think that's really cool. All the money from the Bandcamp goes directly to the NAACP. Legal Defense Fund Forever, if I'm saying that right, or LDF Forever. I could be completely reading that wrong, but it's cool that it goes to charity. So yeah, I picked it up yesterday and listened to the first half before I had to get some errands done, and then this morning I re-listened to the whole album. And yeah, I get a lot of, early punk vibes with just how the riffs are that break into an indie vibe, where there's a lot of I almost want, because like they don't have a lot of songs that use like a heavy distorted tone. If you're going for high gain heavy rock songs, this isn't really your vibe. But if you want like mid gain edge of breakup sounds, this is a lot of this album. There's a couple songs where they get a little, punchy that I really like. I don't think there's a bad song on this album. It's different. It kind of reminds me, like it bridges the gap between, like this band does, just in general. Like a punk band and then like an emo band. Like if I were to put this, they're direct, like, if you draw a Venn diagram between, like, say, Middled Out and then a Rueful Noise, this band's kind of in the between, maybe a little bit more on the Rueful Noise side, because they get kind of, sorry, my mic is slowly falling. They have a lot of, like, early emo vibes. But, yeah, it's kind of where I like to think of it. I actually got to play a show with these guys a couple of years ago at the Regal Beagle. This was my first time going to the Regal Beagle, was playing with this band and the Boy Detective and the Killing Pixies. I think Towner was the second act. There was an acoustic group first, if I remember correctly, then Towner, then As Your Attorney, then the Killing Pixies, and then the Boy Detective. Towner, so I had never been to the Regal Beagle at this point, and I didn't know how big it was. The rest of the guys in the band have been there, and they had kind of given me an idea of kind of what it was like. And I was like, all right, cool. So I show up with a half stack, and Josh, the other guitar player, also shows up with a half stack. This place is small. Like, a half stack with an amp over 30 watts is over 20 or 15 watts is not needed really because of how small this place is. And at the time, they had a PA, but it was only for mics. They didn't like mic your drum set or mic your amp. It was you were your mic. So very DIY early stuff. Towner came on, and one guitar player uses Marshall at the time. I don't know about now. It's been a while. I'd like to go see him again. One guitar player was using a Marshall MG 1x12 combo. Pretty solid workhorse amps. The other guy plops his amp just down. It's a little Fender Blues Junior. I mean, they're 15 watts, and he puts his pedal board down, and he made that thing scream. It was plenty loud enough for that room, and I'm over here with my orange TH30 and Marshall 212, and I'm like, dude, this guy, he turned the volume up, turned the tone up, put on the fat switch, and then just went crazy with his pedals. And it was nuts. It really kind of showed to me, I guess that you don't really need, growing up, you always think that, oh, I want a 100-watt Marshall half stack or a 100-watt Mesa Boogie half stack. You don't need that, especially now. Nowadays, people mostly just use, digital boards, or, you don't see tube amps that often anymore, unless it's for, really, classic rock gigs, or really weird stoner metal bands. Anyway, that's a tangent. Towner blew the roof off that place. They sounded phenomenal, and it was really cool. I unfortunately haven't had a chance to see them since then, but I have been dying to hopefully get a show going with them again. They play a lot with the Boy Detective, so maybe sometime this fall, we'll see. Who knows? That'd be interesting. A Proper Axe, the Boy Detective, Towner. See about maybe getting Radio Pirate DJ in on this. That'd be cool. But yeah, what else can I say about the album? Go listen to it. Seriously, it's really good. It's made by some really hardworking musicians who just know how to, write music that you're gonna have a good time to. Honestly, the songs range from a very chill, actually the intro song's very has a cool drum intro, and it gets very chill, to where all the way on the other end, the 13th song is straight up a punk song. It makes me think of the Clash, or almost Dead Kennedys kind of thing. And I think I remember hearing a story where the Clash literally just used to use Fender Champs, and they turn them all the way up, and that's how they got their sound. So, thinking about him using his Blues Junior kind of in the same way, makes me think of the same thing. So they kind of get, I feel like they get a lot of their inspiration from that. So yeah, go check it out. It's all the proceeds go to charity. B, it's a really good album. I also like the artwork. I don't usually talk too much about the artwork. I think I did in the Ashes Glow review. But so it's just a counter. You can see a little orange amp too underneath the counter, but there's a TV, and it says the importance of having a good time, all in black and white. I could see this being the start of a music video, and it might be. And then above, in a neon pink sign, says Towner, and behind that there's just albums, CDs, crazy. It looks like someone's basement, where you go to play video games and listen to music, on a Saturday night. And yeah, it's cool. This isn't their first album. They have a lot, actually. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they've got releases dating back to 2018. So, and yeah. So go check it out. Sorry for the little bit of tangents. This album kind of gives me that kind of vibe too. It makes me want to go on tangents. A lot of the songs, you know, it goes kind of like a slow song to like a fast song to a slow, like back and forth. And it's kind of the, you know, how it makes me feel, especially like drinking lots of coffee this morning. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed my content. I hope you enjoyed the album. Go give Towner some love. They deserve it. Jack Punkington signing out. Peace, everyone.